When I was in middle school, I went through a several years long period where I read Ender's Game and all its sequels and all its spin off novels every single year. They're still some of my favorite books of all time. And there's one particular moment in Ender's Game that I think can teach you a lot about building the career that you want. Now, the book is set mostly in a space station, where a group of elite children trained to be military leaders to fight an incoming alien invasion. It's sci-fi. Stick with me here. The children are arranged into armies that fight each other every week, and these battles take place in the center of the space station in a zero-gravity zone. So the rest of the space station has gravity, but just the battle zone doesn't have any gravity. And one of Ender's key innovations as a captain, the one that causes him to lead his army to victory week after week, is this. He decides the enemy's gate is down. Here's what this means. Every week, at the start of every fight, the two armies would enter the battle arena from opposing gates. And even though they were going from a gravity zone to a no gravity zone, everybody would remain oriented the same way that they were outside the arena. And Ender's innovation was to realize that in the arena, there's no enforced orientation. What's up? What's down? What's left? What's right? You get to decide. There's no more gravity to hold you down. So he told his army, what difference does it make what the gravity was back in the corridor? Are we going to fight in the corridor? From now on, you forget about the gravity before you go through that door. The old gravity is gone, erased. Whatever your gravity is, when you get to the door, remember, the enemy's gate is down. And so they all oriented themselves, facing with their feet towards the enemy's gate and their heads facing towards their own. And everybody laughed at them until he started winning. Now, what does this have to do with your career? You are no longer in the corridor. You are in the arena. You are no longer in the enforced gravity zone of school and your early career. You are in the zero gravity zone of the rest of your life. So the question for you is, which way are you going to decide is down? It's a surprisingly difficult question. There's a reason it took a certified genius like the protagonist of this sci-fi novel to come up with this strategy. The hard part isn't having knowledge. Everybody knows that in zero gravity, you can face any way you want. The hard part is questioning the obvious. Only Ender spotted the outdated assumption that made total sense in the corridor, but made no sense in the actual arena. And the easiest way to help your brain question the obvious and decide which way is down, it's 6 simple words. Come talk it out with me. Asking your brain to articulate its reasoning out loud will help you surface the unconscious assumptions that you didn't even realize were running the show behind the scenes. And having that conversation with me will let you take advantage of the thousands of hours that I have spent helping high achievers like you answer this exact question. And trust me, that is going to shortcut your problem-solving process by a lot. You can drop by anytime for a no-strings-attached coffee chat. It's not a sales pitch or a sales call. It's just an opportunity for us to talk about whatever's on your mind, and I'll give you some one-off coaching or brainstorming about your situation. The link to book a coffee chat is above. Or you can also book a consult call and we can map out what a full coaching engagement might look like. So you can not just decide which way is down, you can also implement that new orientation in your life and get to the point where you're winning all the battles and everybody else is coming to you asking what your secret is. The link to book a free consult call is above. Or if you're listening on Instagram, all the links are in my bio, or if you're listening on the podcast, all the links are in the episode description.